Hey guys, my name's Megan. This is Obscene Plant Scene, where I like plants and have a potty mouth. Today I wanted to show you my favorite Hoyas at the moment. I keep most of my Hoyas in like a shelf cabinet situation in my office, and I have a couple of them that are doing really good right now. So I'm going to show you like 3 or 4 of them. One is not doing anything, and I've had it for probably like 4 months now, and I've pest treated it, and I've put it in super bright light spots, and then I've put it in some like right up next to a grow light, and I've put it in my south facing window, which is the only place in my house where I've been able to get the majority of my Hoyas that have bloomed to bloom in that window. And it's not done shit. It's not, I mean, let me rephrase that. It has done a little bit of something. It's grown more roots, which is great, but it's not even done like a tendril vine, nothing. So yeah, let me start with my favorite Hoya. At least for this moment, my favorite Hoyas obviously change time to time. My favorite Hoya at the moment is my Croniana Super Silver, which is just massive. Like, good googly moogly, guys. This thing's giant. I've had this plant for like 2-ish years, almost. And as you can see, she's been looped around the trellis a time or 2 or 10. And it is the only one that consistently blooms for me. As you can see, I've got like peduncle, 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 peduncle. I've literally dozens. She's not blooming right now because I did recently repot it into a 6-inch pot. It was in a 4-inch pot, and I was getting a little nervous because it was drying out like probably every like 4 days. And the leaves were starting to get a little, like, you can kind of see they're getting that like wrinkly texture, even though I was watering all the damn time. So I thought up pot would do her good. It's still got tons of new growth that it keeps putting out, but I'm hoping that the up pot, I didn't see any root rot or anything whenever I did repot it, so I'm hoping that with the repot, maybe she'll be a little happier. I have heard people say that if their Croniana gets wrinkly leaves, that they never get unwrinkly. I don't know. We'll see. That's just been my experience with this one. And that is a Hoya that I will literally never, ever, 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 ever get rid of. The blooms, because again, this is the one that blooms like all the damn time. The blooms of this one, I feel like smell like daisies. And the first week that it bloomed and the blooms opened, I had been having a lot of dreams about my great grandmother who passed away like, oh gosh, 12 years ago now? No, longer than that, like 14 years ago now. And when it bloomed, I thought they smelled like daisies, but I didn't want to get, I got an opinion from my husband and asked him what he thought it smelled like. And he also said it smelled like daisies. And my great grandmother's name was Daisy. So with it being the first Hoya that I ever had to bloom, and every time I smell it, it just reminds me of her, it will be one that I keep in the collection like forever and ever and ever. That will just be a constant staple all the time. So the next Hoya is one that, you know what? I'll show you the problem child. How about we do that? So this is my Hoya Argentea Princess. Is she stunning? Yes. Have I had her for months? Yes. Has she done anything? Nope. Again, I say that. It's got roots, like caboodles. Caboodles and boodles. Like, you can even see a root, maybe. Oh yeah, right there. Like, busting out. Trying to, like, jump ship. I water it I fertilize it. I've pest treated it so many different times with so many different things. I've taken a microscope to it. I don't see anything on it pesty. And when I say I've pest treated, I mean I have done insecticides, I've done fungicides, I've done copper sulfate just in case there's flat mites that I just couldn't see even with the microscope. I've done so many things to try to get this one to do anything. Now, recently I did read a couple of Facebook posts and take my word for granted, or with a grain of salt, I should say. I was reading a couple of Facebook posts about there being a thing such as spent nodes, where even though this obviously has, like, it's got a node, like both the leaves are connected to a stem. Obviously it's growing roots, so it's got something going on. But I did read that Hoyas could have spent nodes, and they just won't grow even if they have a node, because they've already grown from that node and then been cut off. And this is obviously a mid-cut, because you can see where, maybe, kind of. You can see in there where it obviously was cut, or you can't. That's fine. Take my word for it. But I'm going to do more research into that and see, because I won't ever take the word of somebody off of Facebook just because I like to be a thorough bitch. So if I'm going to look into something, then I'm going to do the damn thing, and I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours and so much more of my time than I probably should looking into it. But she's my problem child at the moment, so we'll see how that research goes to maybe get a little something going on with her. My third one that I wanted to show, probably, I don't know. Oh, there it is. See, I lose plants all the time. I gotta get my booby cactus out of the way. She's a chunker, and she got a little lean to it. You can tell where I moved the light. This is my Hoya globulosa, and this is a Hoya that I got because somebody said it had slightly fuzzy leaves, and I got it, and I'm like, looking at the pictures online, I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, like, that's interesting. Its leaves are like, wavy and weird and neat. Like, I'll check it out. No, these are so fucking awesome. Like, look at it. Look at it. It's like straight out of fucking Jurassic Park. And the leaves, like, I'm a sucker for leaves that have texture, and I'm a sucker for, like, the thick ones. And this falls into both of those categories. Like, the leaves are soft. These are the two newest leaves that just popped out. And then you can kind of see the new, like, growth there. They're super soft and, like, but they're, like, velvety on the bottom, and then the top kind of has just, like, a little bit of softness to it. And they're, like, thick and weird and, like, really dark. So right now, because this is the first time I've ever had a Hoya of this nature, I have it trellised, and I have it super close to a grow light. And I have heard that with a lot of different Hoya species, the closer you have them to the grow light, the bigger the leaves can get, but also the more sun bleached if you have one that doesn't sun stress. So I'm interested to see if I can kind of find that, like, medium ground where it gets enough light for the leaves to be, like, nice and big and thick and juicy like this, but also where it doesn't get sun bleached, because I want the leaves to stay this, like, really dark, awesome color. And this cabinet shelf situation that I have over here, it does have lights. I had to turn them off because you wouldn't be able to see me, because it would just look like a glow. But there's 3 grow lights in the top, and then one, like, immediately under on this shelf. So it does get a lot of light. And I've taken my phone, like, lux readings, and they're pretty good. So I'm not worried about that one not getting enough light, to say the very least. So I'm going to put her back, and then my last Hoya, I'm gonna move some of these other little fellas out of the way, is, at least the last one that's on the favorites list for today, is this guy. Oh, ma'am, excuse me. So this is a new one that I did not know about like 3 months ago, but I picked this up at a nursery on the way to Charleston. And when I tell you, I don't think I've had many times in my life where I bought a plant for a singular leaf. Sorry, squirrel. 80. Where I bought a plant for a single leaf. This plant I bought for one leaf. And I bought it for this leaf. Because, oh, you can't even really tell. But it's got, oh, there we go. You can kind of see it's got like red sun stressing right here. Boop. And this is a Hoya, I'm going to say it wrong, quinquenervia. Quinquenervia? Yeah, Hoya quinquenervia. So I got this one because the leaves with like the veins and how thick it is reminded me of the Hoya latifolia sarawak. Oh, it's got a new growth point, which is my favorite, like one of my favorite Hoyas, by the way, my sarawak. I have one. It hasn't done anything since I got it. So when it does something, I might show it off. But look, I just realized it's got a little tiny situation happening right there. You can kind of see it. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's precious. But yeah, I really like how on like the stems, how they're like super dark shooting off from the main stem. So I'm hoping that that's because I'm giving it a lot of light and enough light. You can kind of see the roots in there a little bit right there. Can't see it a ton, which is fine. Like I said, I've only had it for a little while, so hopefully once it starts going, in my experience with a lot of my Hoyas, they take a little while to adjust after coming into the home and then getting acclimated, especially if I repot them. Like obviously I repot this one like probably 2 weeks ago and it hasn't started doing anything yet, but once they get settled and they start actually growing, I've found that the majority of my Hoyas grow like super hella fucking fast. So I'm very much looking forward to this one doing the stuff and things when it gets going and gets nice and happy for me. So yeah, I think that's all the Hoyas that I'm going to show off today. If you guys have any questions or you have Hoyas that you are absolutely obsessed with and think that I should add to my collection, I think at this point I've got probably 20 Hoyas. At some point, once I figure out how to do better camera things, then I will be doing like more collection showing and go through like some of the like other parts of my home where I have plants and some more genus that I have a ton of. Like I've got probably 20 Sansevieria. I've got a bunch of weird succulents outside of just, my titties. I have a penis cactus. Actually, I have 2 penis cactus. I have Richard and Richard 2 because Richard unfortunately ran into a bit of a tough situation with my dog, aka the little shit knocked Richard off and his new growth got all battered and busted, so now he looks like he has an STD. So yeah. If you guys, like I said, have any questions or have any Hoya that you're absolutely obsessed with, then let me know and maybe I'll learn about some new ones because there's hundreds of different kinds of Hoyas. So yeah, hope you guys have a great afternoon and happy planting.